Okay, and yet another way to find problems that are occurring that need to be treated probably with EQ is with EQs that have spectrum analyzers built in. And why this feature isn't on every single equalizer being made today is a travesty. Some of that has to go into the worship of vintage stuff where, it just wasn't possible to have this kind of analysis. And nowadays, it's just ridiculous not to have it. But anyway, and one company that has it in both Alloy and Ozone 5 is Isotope. And I don't, again, once I got used to using this, I was just kind of pissed off that I didn't find it before, really. And find out, I was mad that people weren't just telling me about this all the time. I think Waves has some, and there might be a few others. But so once again, this is going to be the same audio clip that we used for the Span video, but this one, the only difference really is we can knock out EQ and spectrum analysis all in one shot. So check this out.
It's a taste of love. We have to leave.
Okay, and Span was definitely more particular. I could find the exact frequency just by looking at some kind of number. I could use the coordinates and all that stuff. And in this, it's a little bit more ballpark-ish, but we'll be able to line that up here. So let's loop this again.
It's a taste of love. We have to leave.
So that was pretty freaking simple. And for people who make this EQ business out to be like, something really advanced, and you gotta have a PhD in rocket motors. I wanted to say rocket motor. I don't know why. To get a good sound. Well, now you can tell right there. All I did was just look. That didn't require any skill. I mean, I did adjust the width a little bit. So, and actually, at the very beginning, I heard something more up here. Let's check that out.
It's a taste of love. We have to leave.
And the reason I wanted to show you guys Alloy, because that is just so fast. And not only is it fast in terms of, just saving time, because you're going to die eventually, but keeping your excitement level up when you're trying to be creative, and then you open Span, and then you open an EQ, and then you go back to Span, and then you do this, and then you go back to the EQ, and then being able to do it all right here in this one window, I found to be just astronomically awesome. People get wound up about like, well, does this EQ sound good? And to be honest, I don't really get too wound up about that. I think of EQ is, do I sound good using it? I can't really think of too many times where I've, boosted with one EQ and got what I wanted and then said, wait a minute, but that's a cheap boost. I don't buy into all that, so I don't even know what that even means, what a bad sounding equalizer. I think it's because all the equalizers now are really, really good, most likely. Maybe some kind of Radio Shack thing in the 70s was bad. I don't know. But anyway, being able to immediately find problems and then without even really thinking about it, just drawing some stuff. I didn't even have to sweep. I didn't do any of that. I just found it. And so this being a fairly challenging vocal otherwise, we solved it in literally 1 second. All right, guys. Thanks. Bye.